You know, I usually play the short intro. My bad, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm so used to playing the regular intro. I usually play the short intro when we doing our thing over here. But it's all good. Hey, JB Boo.
Hey.
Y'all know I look forward to my weekly hangout with JB. Oh, I don't have my lips on. Let me put my lips on. Hey, everybody, coming in. Hit the like button when as y'all come on in. So we are here for your weekly dose of Beyond the Gates. You know, y'all about beat us up last week because it took us 2 weeks. You know, so we here this week. Yeah, we here.
Lord, like where did I'm like, oh, okay.
Like where are y'all? But we here. We know y'all. Look, we know it's all in love. We know y'all just enjoy hearing our 2 cents on how it went down this week over at
Fairmont Crest,
honey. Had to put my lip on. You over there body rolling? You got caught up in the intro. You said, "Listen, the intro, it does have a little something going on with it."
It do.
I've gotten a lot of shout out to JoJo. JoJo did that, so shout out to JoJo. He did that intro, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on it. So shout out to my boo JoJo. So. Matter of fact, I might reach out to JoJo about something else I need. He's been so busy. I haven't been wanting to ask him to do stuff for me because he's just had so much going on. But I don't know. I might need to tap in. So what did you think of this week's episodes, JB?
There were some good episodes, and then there's an episode that I didn't pay attention to. But other than that, it was a good week. I thought Valentine's was cute. Especially the little tag team that we saw in Valentine's, but there was one scene that I was like with Valentine's Day that they could have kept, but we'll get. I'm pretty sure.
Baby, listen, I know exactly what scene you're talking about because I fast forwarded through all of it. I know exactly with the blindfold.
Yep.
Yeah, I fast forwarded. Listen, the minute Vanessa came out, I said,
Yeah,
I didn't watch. I don't know what they talked about. I don't know what was said.
That was it.
I did not watch any of it. Do you hear me?
That was the exact scene. When I saw her come up with that wig, I said, goodbye.
Baby.
I actually did watch the scene, but it was just like, why do I need this?
I didn't. I watched like I said in the very beginning, but when she started talking about you don't trust me, I said, I'm not doing this with them. I'm not doing this with them today.
That was the only scene at Valentine's Day that I was like, this was a no for me. And I don't know if it was actually, I know what it was. It was really that wig that was bothering me. I was like, what in the hell is this damn wig?
I'm going to just be honest. I don't, you know how, and this is with any show, but definitely with soap operas because couples change up so much. But when it comes to, it's just a couple I don't care about. Like, I just don't care about the couple.
Like her outfit was cute. The hair was just not. But I just want.
Yeah, I didn't like. It's first of all, Vanessa. No disrespect to the actress who plays Vanessa because she's funny. Her TikToks are funny and all that stuff. That's cute. But to be perfectly honest, she already, in my opinion, looks older than what she is. That wig aged her even more too. So I just didn't think that wig did her any favors.
Because she just had a birthday that came up, and I think she's 39, 30.
Yeah, she's not even 40. Remember we were like, what? At the beginning, we were like, she's what? So no disrespect to her as a person in real life. But she already, in my opinion, looks older than what she is. And that wig, it just, to me, it just seemed to age her, you know. Not that Mortal Kombat wig. DB. So that's where the week started off. The week started off with Valentine's Day at Fairmont Crest. And what I love, and I put it in my notes too, what I love is that we saw all of the couples doing couple things. And we saw the person that was by herself was Leslie. And baby, when Leslie called that man and flirted with him, talking about, so can I see you later? Ma'am, know your place. You are the side chick. You don't get no parts of Valentine's Day.
You get side chicks day.
You get the day before or the day after, but you do not get Valentine's Day, ma'am. What is wrong with you?
And that goes back to how delusional Leslie is.
And is.
Because I was like, ma'am, he's still married. Even when she called him at the station, bro, man still got his damn ring on.
Right.
So he ain't left his wife yet.
And even with the whole thing with Eva, which we can talk about Eva and Isaiah. I know y'all don't like Eva. I got it. But I like Eva and Isaiah. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Eva has never really truly had a boyfriend. Like somebody that I believe, like we said last week, I believe she's had sex. I believe she might have had situationships, but I don't think she's ever been in a situation where she didn't feel like she had to share a man.
Right.
And this is new for her. So she's going to make mistakes like when she went off, you know, and that kind of thing. But I love the fact that Eva didn't ask for anything from him, and she really truly was cool with having lunch at dinner at Orphe Jean's and just being with him. I don't think I don't think it was a game. I don't think it was a play. I think she really truly was like, I'm cool with this.
Right.
You know, and so I loved it. Like I said, I know a lot of people just don't like Eva and they probably don't want to see Eva happy, but I love it. I like Eva. I think they're a really cute couple. Now the end. I hope that Eva has energy for old girl when she show up. That she have the cat. Okay.
I really hope she don't show up. But
I do, because I want to see her and Eva go at it. But let Eva use her evil in the right places.
Now, what I will say is, even though I'm not like a big huge Eva fan, I actually like I like her and Isaiah together, and I like the date, and I like the fact that she. The thing, so twofold when it comes to Eva. Eva's like, I'm always apologizing for my mama. You absolutely are. So I don't know why you do it, because your mama is rude as hell, because she was absolutely rude. If this is what if this is what your daughter and him decided on, then why are you talking about, oh, y'all should be doing this, y'all should be doing that? Well, girl, why don't you go find a man and do it with? But you don't have a man. The men that you are hung up on, both of them, one is dating someone else and another one is married. So you, like Eva said, you're projecting. I'm like, she absolutely is, because your mother is miserable and bored because she ain't got nothing to do for herself.
I'm gonna say, so cheap 83. Cheap 83 says, I wouldn't be surprised if she is a mark. Her mother's rich and she just found out Ted is her dad. Don't be surprised if he starts asking for money. I don't see that with Isaiah. They haven't shown that with, and again, it's a soap opera, so they can always go left. But we haven't seen that with Isaiah. So I don't know. I'm not saying you're wrong. I would be surprised if they take Isaiah's character in that direction. If anything, I could see the ex-girlfriend showing up and it being like a whole thing that way, and maybe Isaiah ends up hurting her because I think somebody said that in the chat as well. I could see that. But I don't know. They haven't shown us anything in her character. Melrose, I agree 100% what Melrose said. She said Leslie is lonely. That's one reason why she's pushing herself off on people. She just can't see that her actions are the reason why people don't like her. I agree 100%. Leslie is lonely, and Leslie really wants acceptance, and she wants that love that I guess she felt like she never got, whatever the situation is. But she does not understand. I don't think she consciously understands that what she does pushes people away. Like, I think now she's started using it as a weapon to protect herself from getting hurt. But ultimately, I think she just doesn't get that this is what people, this hurt. You know what I mean? That's my opinion.
Yeah, it's a thing of validation for Leslie.
Mm-hmm. You're right, Cece. That gift that he gave her, you could definitely tell he knows who she is and understands who she is, because that is 100% something that Eva would wear. That gift, that necklace. If he had walked in there with a Tiffany's box, even though we know he can't really afford Tiffany's, but if he had walked in there with a Tiffany's box, yeah, she would have liked it and everything, but that's just not Eva's style. That's just not who she is. So I did like the fact that it did seem like what he gave her was who she is.
Yeah.
So I love that. I love that.
I did too.
Let's talk about Martin and Smitty for a second. Martin can't just help being who he is. Mm-hmm. Martin, you said you were going to do better about family time, but you're still being selfish in trying to make sure you and Smitty have time together. For you to buy a plane ticket for a vacation to leave the next day, knowing that Smitty got a whole job these days, and he's told you he's working on the case. It's not like he ain't told you he's working on something. He literally told you he's working on something big that could potentially be a big deal. For you to buy a ticket for a trip that literally is leaving the next day, and then for your response to be, well, I can't do anything until after the election. This is the last time I can go somewhere until after the election. I just don't think he can help being who he is. Like, I think this is just, Martin is just selfish, but not self-centered, I think is the better word. It's like, well, this is what works for me. And I'm surprising you with this wonderful trip. What you mad about? It's like, Martin, sir. I don't know. Now, this was still at the beginning of the show when Smitty was still a house dad. That would be different because he's not doing anything else. But that man, and it would even be different if he'd been talking about this damn big story. You know he's working on something, Martin.
Yeah. So for me, I got the selfish part, but I also thought I get like it's just something that you want to do on a whim. Like, hey, granted, yeah, y'all both got jobs, but he does freelance and he does. I mean, so you don't really clock on to nobody's clock. So I mean, it would have been better if it were an open-ended ticket, like we can go at any point.
Or even if he acknowledged, he said, listen, I know you're working on something right now, but I know campaign season is about to get crazy. You know what it's like when I'm in the middle of a campaign. I really want it to just be the two of us for a couple of days. Right. We've got Cotillion coming up. What's-her-face is getting ready to graduate. He's got prom and graduation. I'm running this election. You know how crazy it gets. I know you got something going on right now. I know you're working on this story, but I really want us. Can we just take a long weekend, just the two of us? Can you work that out? I honestly think if he had worded it that way, Smitty might have been a little bit more open to saying, yes, let me see what I can do, or I can't leave tomorrow because I got to work some stuff out, but can we move it to Monday? Like, I think, because I know for me, if you acknowledge that this might be inconvenient for me, but here are all the reasons why I think this was the best time to do it, I would be a little bit more open to saying, okay, let me work this out. But for you to just be like, hey, this is what works for me, let's go, as if you don't even acknowledge, it's almost like he still is not acknowledging how important Smitty's job is.
Correct.
That's so I agree with you saying Smitty's job is remote. He's on the computer, whatever. But he's literally been telling you for the last 2 weeks, I'm working on this big story. I got this big story. I got a big story. It'd be different if he was just doing, I'm covering the cotillion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why I say it should have been at least just get a ticket, just get us an open-ended ticket that we can go at any point in time where it's not like saying we got to go tomorrow, because then you got to think about, I mean, like Chief says, I'm not a big fan of surprises, especially if you want us to go somewhere. I need to be able to plan. And,
I mean, hell, I might not even have no clean clothes I got to pack. Like, Can you give me a minute? And don't get me wrong, I'm all about spontaneity, and I definitely would love to be with a man that has the kind of money and flexibility to be like, boo, I got some plane tickets and let's go. Please know that I desire that in my life.
I mean, I wouldn't turn it down.
Right. But I definitely, because like in the position that I'm in right now, if somebody did that to me right now, I would feel some kind of way, because I'm like, bro, I got a 9 to 5. Like, you literally know I got to get up and go. Now, unless you about to retire me, that part. Like I have other, I can't just email my principal and put in 3-4 days off. I mean, I can technically, but I wouldn't want to. Let me not say I don't have the ability to, but it's not convenient, and you didn't ask me. But I don't think I just think Martin can't help being himself. Like, this is who Martin is. Even though he's a lot nicer than he was at the beginning of the show, they've softened his character a lot. Martin, at the end of the day, this is who he is. I just think this is who he is. Right. Now, I do agree with that, C. Golden. Smitty is doing a lot. Because Smitty does think he on the police force. He might need to get out of town for a couple of days.
He sure do. Because he's doing a whole lot.
He is doing a lot. Now, let's jump over to the Galentines. I thought this was cute.
It was.
You had Kat, you had Nicole, Nicole was like, look, I got 2 men. I'm not choosing one, so I'm just doing my own thing for Valentine's Day. You had Kat with old boy was working. He's got this case that's, he's finally got the case and he got work to do. So I thought it was cute. I really thought it was cute. I loved how they were at the table texting, even though they were supposed to be doing this Galentine's thing, but they would text. And I love that Nicole was straight sexting. Let me tell y'all a little secret. Baby, that was fun. Let me tell you, this might be a little bit TMI. Y'all might not need to know this much about me. I love sexting.
I do too.
I love it. You know what I mean? And I thought that was so cute when he was like, oh, I'm sitting here with the fellas, but I'm thinking about you. She was like, really? What you thinking about? Right. Yeah, but she said, as you should. I was like, yes, Nicole.
It was Kyle.
Nicole.
It was Kyle when he said that he was still, he was thinking about her and, what they did. And she was like, tell me more in detail. I was like, come on, Nicole. You better
Baby, I love that they are giving Nicole the sowing her wild oats storyline, because Nicole was always I'm going to do the right thing. I'm always going to be on time. I'm always going to be the best at it. I married my husband. I was faithful. I raised my kids. I was this power, doctor. Like, I love that they are giving her, even if they circle back around and put her and Ted back together, which my only stipulation is that I don't want Shanice to get hurt. But even if they circle back around and put the two of them together, I love this for Nicole. Yeah. And I also love that she's been upfront with both of them. Like, look, I like you. I like him. I'm not committing to anything. I love that she's being upfront about it. I love it.
Yep. Live your best hoe phase.
Exactly. And let me tell you something. I think everybody should have a hoe phase. I really feel like we should all have a hoe phase and get it out of our system. I just believe in that. And again, when I say hoe phase, I don't mean you got to be out here doing the whole football team. That's not what I mean. But dating 1 or 2 men at the same time, or 2 women at the same time, ain't never hurt nobody. And yes, and watching Colton unravel is the best part, because again, I still ain't fucking with Colton.
Me either, because it's just still weird to me. I prefer Kyle over Carlton.
All day, every day. All day, every day. I got Kyle. So while these things were going on, Vernon and Anita were having a lovely Valentine's Day. Let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I think they overdo it with how much Vernon just dotes on her. But then the flip side of it is like, no, it's not. I love seeing black love. Let black love be black love.
Because I have a cousin that's like that with that's like that.
My great aunt and her husband were like that.
He does that to me. He treats my cousin like a queen, and he does
exactly. And that's why every time I have to stop myself and say, see, that's because you ain't never had no man treat you like that and put you on a pedestal like that. And baby, I love it. I love it. Every time I start thinking, oh, they doing too much, I'm like, no, they not. No, they're not. And I love that they're giving us the matriarch and the patriarch of the show. And I love that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Before it's all over said and done, if this show continues to go, if we have a season 3, season 4, they're going to have to dirty them up. It's a soap opera. So something's going to happen. I mean, they kind of already gave us a little bit with Vernon being involved in the unaliving of the races. They already kind of gave us a little bit. And then with Anita being involved with Articulate, with her unaliving herself. But I'm telling y'all, I need Dante. When are we getting Dante? Because I need Dante to show up. Because I just know it's more to that story. You gave us Dream Girls. Finish it up. Give us Dante. I think Dante and Anita were sleeping together.
Yeah. They may have.
But I also think Dante was sleeping with... I think Dante is Leslie's father.
He could. That's what I had been thinking for a while.
I think Dante is Leslie's father, because I think Dante was sleeping with both of them, which is another reason why I think she was so devastated. Barbara, which is another reason why I think Barbara was so devastated when the things went the way they went with the Articulates. Yeah. Because I think she was sleeping with Dante. That's just my 2 cents.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it.
But that's just my 2 cents, y'all. That's me writing the story. I ain't in the writer's room. Even though y'all can call me, I'll come to Atlanta. Okay? If you need another writer in the writer's room, you can call me. I have ideas. Okay? I have ideas. Okay? What if Dante is Haley's father? She said she never knew he was. She and Leslie are sisters. Ooh. They have teased us with the Haley Leslie. Like, they have teased us a little bit. I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't be mad at that. Because here's the thing. That's how we can keep Haley on the show. Because once I don't know what they're doing with this storyline with Bill and Haley, but at some point it's got to blow up. But I'm not, you know what? I'm not mad at that, Lock Queen. Oh, not Lock. Who said it?
Cheap.
Oh, Cheap 83. I ain't mad at that. Because Barbara, I don't know about the timeline. Y'all be Googling the stuff. I don't know if the timeline would line up to him being Leslie's father, but I will be here for him being Leslie's father and him also, because they all from Detroit, right? Or Chicago. Isn't that where Haley's from?
I forgot where Haley's from.
Even though Haley done lied so much, we don't know where the hell.
We don't even know what's the truth with Haley.
But I would be down for that.
Or Val, as what's her name? Lynette calls her.
Right. I'd be down for that. I'm gonna have to marinate on that one, Cheap 83, but I like it. I definitely like it because we got to give Haley an ally at some point. And oh, girl, ain't it? Girl that punched her. She ain't really an ally. But we have to give her an ally at some point. Haley did a con in Chicago, so she was in the region. See, I knew something about Haley in Chicago. Thank you. I don't know, y'all. I'm interested, but I definitely think Dante is Leslie's father.
I can see that. That I can see for sure.
I can see it. So where are you, Dante? Hey, Dante. You know who I would love to see play Dante? What's his name? I can see his face right now, but I can't think of his name. The one that played the pastor on Greenleaf.
I know what you were about to say.
Keith David. Is his name Kiefer? Keith?
Yeah, Keith David.
Keith David. I can see Keith David. I can also see you know who would do good? What's my man? Oh, I can see my man the being all the Spike Lee movies with the pretty hair. Oh, I can't think of his name right now. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He was in School Days. He was in all the Spike Lee movies. What is my name? Clifton Powell would be good too. Joe Morton. Ooh. Yes. But I'm here for either way. Writers. We want Dante. Moving right along. Okay. So, but Clifton Powell, yes, Clifton Powell. Because Clifton Powell always plays slimy.
He does. Minus Pinky. Minus Pinky. Okay. Not Rick Fox. Yeah, he does the Fiat commercials with Spike Lee. Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name. He has an Italian name. I think he's mixed. What is his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about, though. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he's played it. Like I said, he's been in all the Spike Lee movies. He was just him, Giancarlo Esposito. Yes, him. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. I couldn't think of his name. Yep. Because he got that pretty boy swag. Mm-hmm. He got that pretty boy swag, and we know he can play evil. Yep, that's him. Yes. So, yes, he's half a time. I thought he was mixed. Yes. Okay, so writers, let's go. We want Dante. Moving right along. Anything more about leave a Lord. Anita and Vernon celebrating Valentine's Day? That's all I got.
I thought it was cute too. I loved it. Now let's get on over here to Uptown. We got Ted and Shanice. They were supposed to be going to some high-end restaurant. Ted thought he had the juice and could get them in, and they were like, oh no, we thought you meant Valentine's Day 2027. We booked tonight. So they ended up at Uptown, and so did Danny and Lord, my name's today
Andre.
I was doing good, but so did Danny and Andre. And I like the fact that Danny is open to the Shanice of it all. Mm-hmm. She was nice to Ted. She even invited them over to dinner. And I love that she talked to Nicole about it. I told y'all before, I love the fact that writers down to the Beyond the Gates, I love the fact that they didn't give us the cliche sisters against each other. One is a wild child, the other one is the good girl, and they don't like each other. I love that these two sisters ride for each other. I love that they are different and they accept each other for who they are in their differences, but they ride for each other. I love the fact that Danny had a conversation with Nicole and said, look, you know, I'm married to his nephew. That ain't going nowhere. Are you cool? Are you cool? I love that.
I do too. And I think it's easy for them because they both have a liking towards Shanice. So it's, you know, they both want to. I get Danny because Danny's like, I like Shanice. You know, I go to the hospital. I get my gossip from Shanice.
Yeah.
And she was taken aback when Shanice said that Ted picked out that dress, and Shanice was, you know, and I like the fact that Shanice was even respectful. She was like, you know, if that was too much, you know, I do, you know, that's, you know, she was like, she apologized, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, Danny was like, no, it's fine. It's a little odd, but you know, it's fine. But how about y'all come over to dinner sometime? Now I was like, dinner, but I like it, and then I like
dinner was a bit much.
Yeah, and then I like the fact that she went and told Nicole, and Nicole was like, you ran into Ted and Shanice. She was like, yeah. And, you know, Nicole was like, that's okay. You know, it'll keep him away from my dates.
Right.
And again, I think it's more so because they both, and, you know, even when Dana was like, well, at least it's not crazy Leslie anymore. So you've moved on.
And I think, I also think that, shit, I'm sorry. I also think that, it's they're playing with the whole. I'm sorry, my brain went somewhere else. I love their troll. I think at this point they're trolling us with the Febreze now.
Yeah, they are.
I think they're just trolling us now. I mean, it's still product placement. We know they still have the Tide and all of that, but baby, Nicole and that Febreze, y'all are just trolling us now, right?
Right. Because they did it twice in this week.
They did it 3 times. Technically, they did it 3 times because first of all, they keep that Febreze on Nicole's desk.
Yeah.
And then he sprayed it. And then Danny came in there. And then Carlton gonna come in here talking about, ooh, smells good. I said, you know what? Y'all are just trolling us now. I'm sorry. I know that was totally off topic, but I had to say it while I was thinking about it, while I forgot to say it. Baby, I laugh every time I see that damn Febreze with Nicole. Every damn time. Anyway.
Febreze needs to be in the opening credits.
Exactly. Ted is Andre's only living connection to his parents, so it's best that Danny be open to. Yeah, I like the fact that Danny is. You know what I mean? I like the fact that Danny is not being a bitch about it. You know what I mean? I love that. I love the fact that Danny is like, look, he ain't going nowhere. This ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? I love that. Xavier said it's working because I just bought some yesterday. You bought the same one? Listen, that's what it's there for. That's why they do it.
Because the Febreze I got it's not the God. That's
I like Febreze. I keep the Febreze in my car. The car Febreze. I keep it in my car. One time Nicole was spraying it and almost sprayed Martin's face.
But she be spraying the hell out that damn Febreze.
Baby, Nicole don't be playing with that daggone Febreze, honey. She don't play with that Febreze. But Leslie comes in, and it's funny because that was right after she got pissed off when she realized that she wasn't going, that she was the side, when she was reminded that she was the side chick. So she was already pissed off, baby, and they tag teamed the hell out of her. And it was so funny. The next day, Danny was like, I didn't even understand what she was talking about with the panties, but I was here for it.
No, what really had me hollering is Leslie, because they broke, if you go back and look at it, they broke character. Especially Danny, she broke character. Because when Leslie got up and left and said, I hope you trifling hoes choke on the candy hearts, they all busted out laughing.
It was funny. It was cute. It was cute and it was funny. Again, that is what soap operas are all about. You know what I mean? Soap operas are going to give you silly. They're going to give you outrageous. But that was a cute moment. You're right. They all laughed.
And you know what I will say? I like that Beyond the Gates does something that other soap operas don't do, because you know other soap operas don't say hoes, they say whore.
Right.
We say hoes over here.
Right. Because that's what that's how we gonna say it. We gonna say hoe.
Like we ain't gonna call you. We may say whore, but we say whore to like our
Right.
friends and stuff.
And if we say whore, we say it horror. Like we putting some oomph on that. Like we mean that thing. Like you are a horror.
It was so funny to me because when I love them tag teaming Leslie, because I was like, especially when she's like, I'm gonna go over there and say something to her, and then it was like, you ain't going over there by yourself. I'm coming with you. I was
right, Danny. Look, Danny took her coat off and everything. It was like, oh yes, I'm ready for this.
I was here. I was laughing the entire scene. It was Danny getting at her, then Shanice jumping in, and when she got up and walked away, you looked at Leslie. I saw Andre back there laughing, and then Leslie put her hand on it. I was like, "Girl, you best not do that," because I don't think Shanice is one to play with.
Right. And I agree, Donna. I love that Shanice really is not fazed by Leslie. Like she does not back down to let. I love it. I love the banter. I do. I love it. I put this on the screen so I wouldn't forget. Virgo Vision, I was thinking the same thing. Why is Carlton getting advice from Ashley? She said, I need Carlton to never take advice from Ashley again. It's the blind leading the blind. Listen.
I mean, but was Ashley's advice really that bad?
It really wasn't wrong, though. Her advice was pretty good, if I'm being honest.
Because basically what she was telling him, he's making himself too available to Nicole.
And he's coming off a little pathetic. And that's when you start losing that respect.
Yeah. So she was basically just telling him.
He wasn't necessarily, listen, she wasn't necessarily wrong. It was just funny.
It's just Ashley. I know, y'all, it's just Ashley. But she wasn't wrong because basically she's just telling him, like, dial it back. There's a difference between you and Kyle. Kyle is not really 100% he is pursuing Nicole, but he's not making himself like thirsty towards her. Whereas Carlton is like a dog waiting for his food pail, his water pail. That's Carlton. And Kyle is just going with the flow, having fun with Nicole. And I think that maybe who she ends up, like if she were to pick one, not say date, but if she was to land with one guy, I really feel like it would be Kyle over Carlton. Because Carlton looks pathetic.
He does. He really does. And again, I think Carlton really thought that he was just going to slide in. And that was it. He wasn't ready for the Nicole he getting.
No, because Carlton feel like with the familiarity, with them being familiar.
I know what you're saying.
Familiar with each other. That I've been around for years. I know Nicole. Yeah, she'll want me. Like y'all not now. I can say that word, you guys, but it's a tongue twister for me sometimes.
No, look, it is for me too. Familiarity, and there's another word that I always get stuck on. I'd be
it is a tongue twister. I can say it's just a tongue twister. But yeah, I think he would just, so used to, and that goes back to what we've been saying when it comes to Carlton. This is why shit is so weird to me. It's like, nigga, you've known her for years. You never pursued her, but then it makes me wonder, like, were you looking at her the entire time that she was married to Ted, hoping and praying that something would happen with them, and then you have your chance to just swoop in, which is what you're doing, and which is weird. It's still weird to me, but hey.
That's a good question, Xavier. I don't remember. Maybe JB knows. Did they ever give us background on Carlton? Was he married? Does he have kids? Do we know any of that about him?
We don't know anything about Carlton.
Okay. All right. I didn't think they had ever said it, but sometimes I miss stuff. Okay. Yeah. But you're right, JB. Listen. Yeah. You're right. But I agree. What Nori said is Carlton needs to accept the situation. That lady is not ready to be tied down. You're not going to get married Nicole. You're not going to get the Nicole you got to know through your association with Ted. That's not where she is in her life right now. Carlton was expecting it because the beginning, Nicole was just seeing him. Yeah. In the beginning, yeah.
But she met Kyle. Thanks to Shanice.
Thanks to Shanice, which was funny. You saw when she thanked Shanice for introducing her to Kyle. Maybe Ted's face was like, "Oh well, sir. Oh well." I think. Hold on. Let me look at my notes. Was there any other couples for Valentine's Day I forgot about?
There was
Oh, Haley and Bill.
Oh God, I fast forward that scene.
Well, Bill fucked around and bought her that damn house.
I did see that part.
And I was like,
that I did see, but
I gave Bill too much credit. I thought Bill was starting to figure out and that he was sort of pulling away a little bit, but he absolutely is not.
I knew Bill wasn't pulling away from Haley.
You're right. You're right. I gave him too much credit. I gave him too much credit.
I knew the writers were leading us. I just didn't know where they were leading us. I didn't think they were leading us back to this damn
I still don't know where the hell they leading us, child.
I don't know they were leading us back to this house, but I know they were leading us somewhere because everything that we saw lately, I'm like, you would think Bill would be catching on, but he's not. And I don't know what it is about Haley that Bill is just clueless. Even Tomas can see
it. Oh, we're going to get to that. It's in my notes. Oh, we're going to get to Tomas. I think I'm finally going to like Tomas. Wait a minute. Novelty says, Novelty is holding on to it. She said, Bill knows. I don't think Bill knows, but I did think Bill was starting to suspect. I don't think he knows. I did think he was starting to suspect, though. But right now, especially with this whole mugging thing, his nose is wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Bill and Lynette are working together. Ooh.
Bill and Lynette.
Ooh, Tomas can see it because game recognizes game. Well, I need to do a poll. How many people think Bill is starting to suspect something? How many people think Bill is still just strung out, honey? Haley just needs to set Bill up to cheat with Danny, divorce him, and get a huge settlement. That would be a better plan than poisoning him. Well, clearly the poisoning him ain't work. I don't know what kind of poison she got. You on your second batch, and this man ain't even this man. I mean, he passed out that one time, but this man ain't. I mean, he don't have no headaches. He ain't got sick. He don't have no stomach cramps. What kind of poison are you using?
It must be the slowest acting poison.
I ain't never, and I told y'all I watch all of the Snapped. I ain't never seen poison not work, not do nothing. Now, I've seen where poison didn't actually kill somebody, but they went to the hospital. They got sick. They thought they had the flu or something. I mean,
it must be something. It must be slowly touching.
Somebody gave her the fake poison. It must be. Maybe Randy ain't giving her real poison. I don't know.
It's gotta be something because it ain't doing nothing.
It's a whole situation.
Well, she ain't from her lately, so.
Okay, let me see. Well, that's next in my notes, so we might as well. The next thing I have written, it may not be the order that things happen. Y'all know I just write the notes down. So next in my notes, I have Haley and Tomas because the next Tuesday's episode starts off with Haley. Well, it's Danny and Nicole, but we've already kind of talked about Danny and Nicole, that conversation. But Haley goes to work. She insists on going to work, honey. I guess she want everybody to see this black eye.
I want to say something about her black eye because didn't her black eye, whichever eye it is, wasn't it like right around here?
Well, I think they're trying to make it seem like it's healing.
But what the fuck is it doing right up under here?
It's just a bruise that's left, I guess. I don't know. I've never had a black eye. I don't know.
I ain't never had one either. So
let me knock on some wood. I ain't never had a black eye, so I don't know.
Well, you know what? I saw a black eye. It do get worse because my mama had a black eye, and I don't remember how she got it. How did she get that black eye? Because nobody hit her. So, and don't look at me because it damn sure.
We say don't start that rumor. Don't start that rumor.
It damn sure wasn't me. It damn sure wasn't me because what happened is she woke up one morning and I was like, what happened to your eye? But she did have a pink, I think she had pink eye too. So
yeah, I've had pink eye before.
She had pink eye and it caused the whole bruise up under her eye, which I was like, what the hell kind of pink eye is that?
Child, I got pink eye my first year teaching. I had never had pink eye my whole life. My first year teaching, I had pink eye. I said, you got to be fucking kidding me.
And I was like, girl, you are not going. I told her, like, you ain't going over. I'm like, I don't want people to think that I hit you in your eye. Because I didn't do shit to you. So, but the problem is with Haley, it's just like, oh God,
it's just the makeup is weird on it.
She's milking it, and that's what's.
Oh, she's definitely milking this.
Like she's milking it.
But you know, all I could think of by the time we got to Friday's episode, I was like, oh, what a tangle web we weave because this is getting complicated and it's a lot, and they're gonna get caught.
They are.
First of all. Ain't no cameras out in front of Orphe Jeans.
I don't know.
I mean, that's the first thing I would when he called when Ted called Joey. The first thing I thought of was pull the camera.
Well, remember with Lynette and Haley, there are cameras outside of Uptown, but they went to an area where there is no camera.
Oh, that's right. She did say that.
They went to an area where there is no camera.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. She did say that.
So they went so there's not going to be a camera of those two. I don't know how they're going to get. I think if I'm being honest, the way I think they're going to get caught up, Joey.
Oh yeah, Joey's gonna get him because Joey's thing is, number one, Joey's thing is, I want Bill to owe me. Mm-hmm. I want him to be indebted to me. So this is important for me to get him indebted to me. So that's number one. Number two, now that he sees the Randy he's not stupid. The way Randy, okay, so we're gonna just jump ahead. Later on in the week, the way he was trying to divert him away and was like, well, man, let's just not worry about this one. That now Joey's antennas are up. Joey was like, why are we maneuvering away from this? Like, I know you have this relationship with her. I don't know what the relationship is, but you got this relationship with Haley. Now that Bill wants me to find out who did it, now all of a sudden you want me to maneuver away? Mm-hmm. Joey definitely is smelling some shit. He is smelling the bullshit. He's smelling the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I think that so let's talk about Haley and Tomas because like I said, that's the rest of the week it gets into all that, so we can get to that. But Haley and Tomas, first of all, yes, I do like the fact that everybody was putting Tomas in his place, but Tomas ain't wrong.
He is not.
Tomas, and I'm gonna say this. I think the reason why everybody was putting Tomas in his place is because everybody. So as far as Bill and the lady at the office, Caroline. I think they somewhat, because Caroline said the same thing. Caroline was like, well, I didn't send her. And Tomas was like, I didn't send her. And Caroline is not stupid. Caroline has seen. Yeah, but at the end of the day, remember, she's going to be loyal to Bill. Yeah. So whichever way Bill is going is the way she's going to go. Even if she sees something, she ain't going to say anything, which is the reason why she got a brand new Mercedes in that parking lot. Because you know that she knew what was going on with Haley and she ain't say nothing to Danny. Like, she played her position. So even though I'm sure she don't think it's as extreme as Haley's trying to kill Bill, but I'm sure she realizes that it's some shit going on with Haley. You know what I'm saying? But how Isaiah get in it? How would they blame? I don't even know how Isaiah would get in it, but I definitely feel like Tomas is definitely figuring out that something is going on here. Yeah. And then even after he talked to old girl, even though she cussed him out, it don't matter. She said too much. Because remember when he caught her, when she was like, I didn't even ask Danny to bring me those papers. She volunteered. And he was like, I'm sorry, what? So the more she talked, the more she getting herself caught up. Caroline wants Bill for herself. I do believe that. I do believe that Caroline may have a crush on Bill. Now that I do believe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lynette, when she sat down with Tomas, I was like, girl, you talking a little too much.
And she's coming off a little too arrogant. Remember, she was playing that sweet, I could never do this role. Now she's coming off a little different now. Mm-hmm. The way she came in Tomas was like, oh, this what we doing? Okay.
Yeah, Tomas connecting the dots.
Mm-hmm. He sure is.
And it don't help the fact that, because he even kind of alluded to the fact that Haley ain't got no damn friends. I was like, oh.
He did say that. That was so funny.
Not you hit her with she ain't got no friends.
He did hit her with that one. So Bill actually, we might as well just go ahead and go down this road. Mona, for some reason, is flirting with Randy. I don't know what that's about. I'm not really feeling that whole situation, but whatever. Go ahead, Mona. Get you a man. But Bill calls Joey and he's like, since the police ain't really gonna solve this crime, I need your help. Mm-hmm. Now, I can agree with the chief of police on one thing. Sir, we're not gonna sit here and act like that's the only crime in DC. I need you to go sit down somewhere.
Exactly.
Sir, your wife getting mugged is at the very bottom of our concern. Mm-hmm. I mean, the very bottom. I mean, the reality is they act like this is gonna be easy. Like, the reality is unfortunately, a lot of us get robbed and they never find out. Somebody broke in my car and stole some stuff out of my car and the police were like, I mean, I mean, they were like, "We sorry." You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they showed up. They wrote a report. He gave me a case number, but he was like,
"Yeah, much they can do from there."
Sorry. There was, and when they left, there was, and the only reason why I got the police report is so I could give it to my insurance. There's absolutely no thought in my mind that they're gonna find what the people stole out my car, and it wasn't nothing deep. I mean, I had a pair of sunglasses in there. I had some that were, they were expensive because they're medicine and all of that, and a few odds and ends. But I really just wanted the police report for my insurance purposes. Like, I never thought they was gonna come back and be like, "We found the people." Like, what? It was probably a bunch of fucking kids in the neighborhood, like, because they didn't try to steal my car. They literally just went through to see what they could find in it that was worth anything. I was like, it was just some crackheads looking for something that, it was just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, yes, you were walking around with a big ass rock on your hand. Somebody robbed you and stole it. Girl, it's, even if it was a real robbery, that's as deep as it gets. And that's the thing that I think that's what's going to get them when Lynette is going to try to get rid of that ring, I think.
She better not. She would be wise.
She better not. And I hope Randy gets to her and tells her not sit on that fucking ring. Like, don't do nothing with that ring. I hope he gets to her.
Because somebody like Bill, I'm pretty sure that ring is insured.
Oh, it's absolutely insured. You be like Wendy Osefo asked, it is insured.
I wish she would stop wearing. And I want her to stop wearing her ring. Oh God.
But yeah, honestly though, really, at the end of the day, that's really what it's going to boil down to. Like,
Now, I don't think so. What I will say is, I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't think Lynette is going to pawn the ring or try to get rid of the ring. I think that ring is literally leverage.
Insurance.
Yeah, it's leverage against Haley.
It's definitely insurance.
Whatever she wants Haley to do, she gonna remember. Yeah, if y'all watch Set It Out, if y'all remember that when they when they smoked Luther and Queen Latifah took that girl's driver's license, and when she was in that lineup. That's all that ring is gonna be, is a tap on her pocket.
That's what I think too. I said that last week. I did say that last week, that's more of like her insurance, because the minute Haley act like she's gonna switch up, she's gonna be like, well, do I need to let Bill know I have that engagement ring?
All she gotta do is go to her purse and be like, oh girl.
Yep, sure does. Yeah. She actually has Haley over a barrel. I don't know if Haley realizes it yet, but she got Haley over a barrel.
Like, all she gotta do is just pull that ring out and tell Haley, "Oh, girl, it's a beautiful ring." Bill would like to see this ring, wouldn't he? Let me show this to Bill sometime. Like, that's all she got to do. That ring is just good leverage for her.
You don't think it's good leverage, Cheap Betty? I think it's excellent leverage, because again, even if Lynette said, even if Haley tries to say, well, Lynette was working with the blackmailer, then all Lynette got to do is pull out the rest of the bullets in her chamber. And be like, oh, really? Well, guess what, Valerie? You know what I mean? Then she really can pull out the heavy leverage. No, I think it's
good leverage. And here's why. This mugging happened outside of Uptown, where Lynette got those paperwork from Haley. Haley left her and got punched in the face. So if Haley tries to say, oh, like you said, she was working with them. No, baby, I wasn't working with them. I was working with you. Because remember, you the one that came down to the bar, gave me the paperwork. We left, and you asked, and she could say, you asked me to punch you in the face and steal your ring and make it look like you were robbed.
And remember, didn't Naomi saw Lynette's hand? Wasn't Lynette's hand bruised? So, I mean, I don't know. We'll find out, though. But so Randy now has been tasked with finding out. So Randy is trying to let Haley know, listen, we need to chill out, because and Haley thinks it's a good thing. And he was like, no, it's not. She was like, well, you can just divert. He was like, yeah, because basically he's like, Joey ain't gonna stop until he finds out. And now Joey has even more leverage, because now Joey knows about the whole what she call him? Sandy? Not Randy, but what did she call him? Whatever she called him when Sammy. Yeah, Sammy. So now Joey was really like, Sammy. Oh, like, okay. And you mean to tell me Bill never saw Randy down at the club all them times? I don't know. I need more people from Haley's former life. You telling me that her ex-husbands don't have any relatives who want to recover their inheritance? Listen, she disappears. She changes her name, her identity. I don't know, child. Mm-hmm. She probably ain't on social media, child. I don't know what she be doing. But Lynette found her because that was not a coincidence that Lynette ended up at Bill's job. I don't believe that was a coincidence at all.
The more you say it, the more originally I thought it was a coincidence, but the more that things happen and transpired, now I'm just like, okay, I don't believe it that much anymore that was a coincidence that she showed up.
Because at first I was like, but now I don't. Especially now that Lynette is showing her true colors. I'm like, oh no, this was a setup. The fact that she keeps working, Haley, she done got free legal. She done got her case being handled for free. She done got a nice hotel room for free. You know, like she working this. She's working this all the way.
Absolutely is. And I ain't even mad at you, Lynette. Get it how you live. Con on, girlfriend.
That is true. Haley did go virtual when Danny shot up the wedding. You're right. You're right. So I am surprised that nobody else popped up. You're right about that. You're right about that. That's why I believe that Bill and Lynette are working together. I'm not saying it's impossible. I just need more info. I need to see something else. I ain't saying it's impossible, but I don't know. Does Randy really have a son and a baby mama? Was that a lie? Well, we ain't heard no more else about this girlfriend and this baby, so I'm thinking it was a lie. I'm thinking it's a lie.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay, what else do I? Oh, so finally, wait a minute. I feel like is that everything with that whole storyline? If y'all thought of something else I missed with that, let me know. But basically, in the previews for next week, it looks like Randy done found a mark that they can kind of blame it on, and Danny's kind of like, no, I mean not Danny. Haley was like, well, you know, he's innocent. Is that what y'all keep saying about Isaiah? That they're gonna try to put it on Isaiah? Oh, is that what whoever in the chat said that? Is that what you said Isaiah? That's who they're gonna pin it on? Now that will be interesting. Okay, now I see because they are in the previews for next week. They are going to pin it on somebody.
Oh God!
Doug talked about the family, so they exist. Oh, he did. But did Doug talk about it like he knew, or he talked about it like that's what Randy told him? The baby mama and kid left town when Randy did, and I guess never returned with him. Yeah, I don't know. Ain't nobody else said nothing about that baby and them kids. I don't know. When it comes to Randy, I don't know.
I don't either.
Okay, I got that. Okay, this is a storyline I don't think we care about but I'm going to bring it up only because I think the lab tech is the guy that they're looking for. I think he's the criminal mastermind with the plasma. Mm-hmm. Ashley and him and Ashley trying to help him find places for his mama. I think he's playing up a lot how poor he is and how he don't have no money for nothing. Mm-hmm. But I do think he's the criminal.
I do too.
You know, so that whole storyline with her trying to help him find facilities, and I just think he's playing up how he don't have no money. I just think I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if
I think he is that person. Yeah. I mean, because he works in a hospital. He probably don't make a lot of money at the hospital.
No. So he has to, on the surface, live within his means from the hospital. Mm-hmm. But I think part of the reason why he sort of snapped at Ashley is because I feel like maybe he already got his mama in that damn nursing home that's expensive, and he's trying to get her to like stay the hell out of my business.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Oh, you think the lab tech is dating Ashley and the mom? You think the lab tech is the guy that Ashley mama met on the cruise? I don't know about that one. We'll see. Listen, y'all, I don't put nothing past a soap opera. Okay, so, but I don't know about that one though.
I don't either.
I think the chief of staff is behind the blood stuff, and so it's I don't think so. But I can see the chief of staff maybe being in cahoots with the lab tech, because we had never seen this chief of staff office, and all of a sudden she, you know, we're always curious when they bring us a new character, even though she's a background character. It's always interesting. Yes, that's what I was saying. Okay, that's where you were getting that from, Dominique. Okay. With Isaiah. Okay, because I was wondering how we got to Isaiah, but I see what you're saying now. Because they are going to put it off on somebody. But it'll be interesting because I feel like Isaiah's going to have an alibi. Because between work and Eva, I feel like he's going to have an alibi.
He should. Cheap says, I don't think Grayson is at the top. The Impaler uses soldiers to get the plasma. Grayson already has access to it as the lab set.
Okay. I can see him not necessarily being at the top of the pyramid, but I definitely think he's involved. I think it's possible that he could be at the top of the pyramid, but I definitely think he's involved. Is Isaiah undercover too? No, I don't know why Isaiah was down in the hood, child.
Maybe he live in the hood.
I mean, we see the previews for next week that he runs into Jacob. I don't know why he in the hood, child.
Child, who knows?
They said the COS is the only short term and leave in the spring. That might be a clue to her being the impaler. Oh, chief of staff. Maybe. Because again, we see her pop up and she in everybody's business. Child. And the way Carlton talked to her like he ain't afraid of losing his job. I mean, and I know he doesn't work with the hospital. They just have privileges at the hospital, but they can be revoked.
They sure the hell can. That OR.
Here's another storyline that I don't care about, but let's go ahead and talk about it. Chelsea and her doctor. So she turned down the fellowship. Her and Chelsea are going to get married. Ted snitched to Danny about it. And now Ted then made a donation so she can have her internship in DC. I honestly don't care about none of this because Chelsea irritates my soul.
I didn't even watch they scene, so I saw it, but I was just irritated and I just said fast.
Chelsea irritates me because now you're like, I don't want her to quit because, you know, I don't want her to give up something for me. Bill, not saying my bad, y'all. Bill. I'm not mad at what Bill did. I mean, that's the kind of shit that rich people do for their kids to be happy. Like, I'm not mad that Bill made a donation so that she could still do the internship but stay in DC. I got that part. Mm-hmm. And I'm not even mad at Bill for saying, look, I think y'all are rushing this. I don't know if y'all ready for marriage, because I agree.
That I agree about. They're not ready for marriage.
You know, that much I agree. But
they put too much on it too. I'm like, I've been in a relationship, and I feel like this is both of their first relationships. I'm like, my God. It's like, I love you. Okay, babe. Okay. I'm like, oh God. Is that how people sound when they maybe in relationships?
I mean,
I've never been that person. I will say babe and stuff, but it's not like every day and I love you every day. It's just like shit.
I mean, I'm not that person either. I'm not a real, touchy-feely, woo-woo-woo person. I mean, I will give you a good, I miss you if it's been a while. Mm-hmm. I'll give you a good, love you when we get ready to get off the phone, but not necessarily every single time. But I do know that some people that's some people's thing. That's how some people roll.
Xavier,
but it's a lot.
Xavier, that is the exact reason. I watched their show for a little bit, but I got irritated hearing them do that, and then I got irritated with Brat with that baby doll voice when she talks to Judy. It's like, girl, I can't.
They irritate me. And again, I think they're cute. I love them as a couple, but absolutely. Beautiful. Oh, they irritate me.
But I couldn't watch that show.
Yeah, I couldn't either. I watched the first season, but I after that I didn't watch anymore because I was going to review it and I was like, I can't even review it.
I was too, and that's why I dropped. I said I didn't even start it because I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to sit through this.
And I feel like maybe I did start reviewing it. I feel like maybe I did a couple of episodes, maybe. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if I actually did it. Like, I don't know. But I feel like I did do a couple of episodes. If I'm being honest, I feel like I did do a couple.
Because it was just irritating. Just. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so what do I have next in my notes? Hold on, y'all. Okay, so the next episode, I think we're down. I think this is Thursday or Friday, because like you said, Friday didn't really have a lot going on. Mm-hmm. But we have Anita down at the country club having lunch with Ted. Having lunch with Vernon. Now let me tell y'all something.
It was Leslie.
Leslie is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. Even when you don't want to like Leslie is freaking hilarious. Baby, Leslie said, look, what y'all play with somebody else, don't play with me. Y'all owe me lunch with the articulates. And if you gonna play with me, guess what? Then I'm gonna have lunch with you, damn it. Baby.
I can do shit but laugh at that scene.
I mean, I'm sorry. Like, you don't have to like Leslie, but baby, that shit's hilarious.
So when she set her ass down, I was like, Leslie, really?
Baby, Leslie said, oh, we're going to have lunch right now. She said, I paid a lot of money. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to change my picture. I know the grand dame, you know.
Is she coming up this week?
Yeah, I think she's on part 3. This week is this week is Monique and Jazzy.
Oh God, even worse.
I think because she wasn't even in the previews for this week, so I think part 3 is when the grand dame.
Oh God, thank God it's wrapping up. Thank God it's wrapping up. I'm just over this show.
Listen, I feel you.
And then
that's how I feel about Beverly Hills at this point. Like, I didn't even finish the episode this week. I literally, and like I was in the middle of the episode and I was like, I want to watch something else. Like, I didn't even finish the episode.
I did that with trailers.
So I'm gonna do this review. I'm gonna do my Beverly Hills review at some point, either today or tomorrow. But please don't expect a lot, y'all. I'm just gonna tell y'all now. And I'm gonna be honest, I've been doing good with just doing 2 episodes at one time. I might wait till next Thursday. Because the last couple of weeks I've done 2 episodes. I've waited 2 weeks, not on purpose, but because I just, because I was traveling and stuff like that. So I may on purpose do it this time because it's like,
if you do that, I'll join you. I'll be sure to join you next Thursday.
Yeah, because this episode,
I'm sorry.
It's fine. But just real quick, this episode, half of them were in the Hamptons and the other half were back in Beverly Hills, and it wasn't any, in my opinion, just wasn't nothing going on. But yeah, I may do that, y'all. I may just double up Thursday and just do it. But anyway, back to this.
No, I will say one thing. That Amanda girl, I know that they did. So they done flipped up the after show this season. I've heard. Because she had an after show by herself.
I think they said, because she didn't want to do the after show, or she wasn't doing it. Because I don't know. It's been a lot of rumors about that she left, she stopped filming, but then we saw that she did keep filming. So I don't know.
From what I'm hearing about her, I hope they don't run her off. It seems like she's not. I mean, it seems like they don't like her, but she's not that bad.
No, she's annoying as fuck.
Oh, she's annoying. Okay.
Yeah. But here's the thing. She's annoying, but some of what they have issues with is ridiculous. Like, for example, this whole thing with Dorit. I was like, girl, all Dorit did was agree. Like in all reality, I mean, not Dorit. In all reality, all Amanda did was agree with Kyle. She really didn't do anything that serious. And Dorit is putting 20 on 10 and turning it into like a whole thing. You were talking behind my back. Girl, y'all all talk behind each other's back. And all she did was agree with what Kyle said, and Kyle said it to your face. But anyway, y'all, I'm sorry, that's another show. Let's get back. Focus. Okay, somebody said, I hope RoboCop doesn't get killed. I don't think he gets killed, but I do think
not RoboCop.
I don't think he gets killed, but I do think he's going to end up in the hospital. I think at the end of this, he's going to get hurt. But I don't think he's going to be gone. No.
Oh, we were talking about Leslie too.
Right, I'm sorry. Yeah, back, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. We took a side. No, we back on track. We had to take an exit. We had to take a rest stop. We back. We got back on the highway.
That heifer is hilarious. She said, I spent my $10,000 and I want lunch with your articulates. Well,
exactly.
I'll just take you, because I guess Tracy. Well, no, not I guess, because Vernon said Tracy and Sharon are still on tour.
Right.
So you probably won't get that dinner until probably maybe summer, fall, September, spring, summer. Shout out to
right. Summer, spring joggers.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm gonna sit down right here. I was like, oh my God,
baby, she pulled that seat over.
The thing with me with Leslie that I'm like, Leslie, you haven't noticed Anita's appearance? Like, her appearance is really, she has no hair. She has shorter hair. And I would be like,
and you would think that Leslie would have said something, even if it was a backhanded compliment. You would think she would have acknowledged her hair. Yeah, you're right.
So that's why I'm so shocked with Leslie. It's like, and because even Vernon said, you're upsetting my wife. She said, I'm upsetting your wife. No, I'm upset. I was like, oh God, Leslie.
And here's the thing. On one hand, I was sitting there like, why are they entertaining this woman? But on the other hand, I was like, this is so entertaining. You know, that was like one of the best scenes of the Monday's episode was really good. The whole Valentine's Day was good. But after that was actually one of the best scenes of the week because that shit was funny to me.
It was hilarious. I couldn't do nothing but laugh at Liz because I'm like, you are so delusional. And then she keeps talking about ordering spicy foods for Anita. I'm like, they said no once, Leslie. She said she prefers hers cold. And I'm gonna give it to you because when it get down to you in your esophagus, you just
Leslie was cracking me up. I'm sorry. That's why Leslie ain't going nowhere. As much as she might irritate us in other ways, Leslie ain't going nowhere. That shit was funny. Right. Leslie said it could be the turn of the century. I mean, Anita said it could be the turn of the century. I don't know. I don't know when this is gonna happen.
But you know what really had me laughing? And I was even with Anita. I was because Leslie's like, I'm about to tell y'all something that it may be TMI. And Anita was like, Leslie, everything is too much when it comes out of your mouth. But then Leslie was like, I lost my virginity to the articulate. I was with Anita. What the hell do we need to know this shit for?
Why did you feel like we needed to know that?
And then
it was funny though. But it was hilarious.
What bothered me, I was literally Anita. When she said she lost her virginity, because I was laying in the bed, and she said she lost her virginity to the articulates, I raised up. I said, Leslie, what the fuck do I need to know this? Like, fuck Anita and Vernon at this point. Why do I need to know?
I need to know, right?
I didn't ask for this.
Listen.
She is hilarious. I love Leslie.
Hilarious.
I hope she is nominated for a daytime Emmy.
She should be. I mean, she really, really should be. Okay, so I lost my thought of where I was. Hold on, let me look at my notes because I lost where I was. Anita, okay, country. So Anita gets lightheaded, and of course the whole. So I knew then I was like, okay, the country is going to be gossip. They're going to be like, what's going on with her? Now I didn't expect that Leslie was going to tell everybody she was drunk.
And she was drunk,
right? I mean, she was drinking water and ginger ale, child. So later on Friday's episode, we see where Anita makes a decision that she is going to just go public and let everybody know what's going on. Again, we have to remember that Anita Dupree is like Diana Ross status. Like she is an EGOT. She is that not just that girl in Fairmont Crest, but she is an international superstar. So she's going to go on Gayle King next week, and she's going to reveal her diagnosis, which I think that's what they need to do because they weren't going to be able to. I mean, somebody was going to see her coming in and out of the hospital. I mean, like something.
And then that old snooty bitch, Anastasia.
That bitch, baby, when Anastasia came up to Mona was like, now I'm going to tell you something. Anastasia and Nicole was actually a better back and forth than Anastasia and Anita. Because baby, Nicole got Anastasia ass together.
Sure hell did. She gathered her and Anastasia in true Anastasia fashion. When somebody read her ass, she walks away.
And didn't Anastasia use the services of Vanessa's escort service?
I'm trying to remember.
I feel like she did. I feel like Vanessa, like one time her and Vanessa got into it and Vanessa brought it up or something. I could be wrong, but I feel like Vanessa did.
I can't remember. Yeah, C Golden, Anastasia loves getting cussed out.
Baby, her favorite pastime.
Because everybody has read Anastasia at this point. Shanice has read her. Nicole, Danny.
Right. I was right. Chief 88. Yep, she did. Because I thought that Vanessa said something to Anastasia about her using the escort services or something. Yeah. I think when she tried to come at her about Joey, and Vanessa was like, "Oh, really?" I feel like that happened. Yes. So then we have Jacob and his daddy, and I don't care because I think this. So let me say this: I think this storyline with the plasma situation could be a great storyline. I think it could be a great storyline with Jacob going undercover, getting in danger, involving all of the things that it looks like they're building up to. But the part that they're pissing me off about is how casual they're being about this undercover situation. If it is so dangerous. Why is he walking his ass into a police station every day?
Well, you did hear him when he said that the person he had coaching, so he was taught how to watch his back and stuff. Do I believe that? I don't know.
He shouldn't still be living in his real apartment. He should not be still going to like Orphy Jeans and Uptown where people know him. And he damn sure shouldn't be walking into the police station and having meetings with the chief of police in public. Like, it makes no, like, if this is so dangerous and you're trying to get in with the people, that makes no sense to me.
I get it. I'm glad that he finally decided to move out of.
Yeah, I am glad that they're finally doing that. But I'm like, hell, that took how long?
Weeks.
Child.
What I will say is I did when he went home and he was sitting in the dark and Naomi came in, I was like, this might be the end of y'all's marriage. When they were trying to have sex, he was like, this feels off. I'm like, it's because of her.
I'm sick of her too.
And I want her to decide if she wants to be friends with Haley or not. Because I'm sick of that too. When she went to go check on Haley and Haley was holding her hand, but when Bill came in, she just immediately let go of her hand. I'm like, but yeah, I do believe that their marriage is over, and I think that they're both coming to the realization of that.
Ooh.
And I think him being undercover may hurt their marriage more.
I agree, Xavier. I think that Jacob is too known in the area for him to be undercover. I agree with you on that 100%. I remember Dominique Dawes, the Olympian Dominique Dawes. Mm-hmm. She wanted to be an FBI agent. That was like her goal. And after the Olympics and everything, she was like, I can't do it. Like, I'm too high profile. Like, she wanted to do undercover work. I'm not saying she couldn't work for the FBI, but she wanted to be, she wanted to do undercover, she wanted to be like an agent. And they told her she's too high profile. Like, she wouldn't be able to work for the agency in that capacity. She's too high profile. So, and I know Dominique Dawes, I'm not putting her on the same level as Jacob, but my thing is, your father is the chief of the police. You are a police officer. You've grown up in this city, in this area your whole life as the son of a cop and the son of a high rank. Like, as he continued to rise in the ranks. Mm-hmm. And now you've been a cop for how many years? You're a detective now. Yeah, it's not realistic that he would ever be.
So maybe this person is not a DC native and don't know him.
But it doesn't matter. It's a lot of, but he's still in the area. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking maybe that's where they.
Still other criminals. Like, that's like for example, what if it had been Joey? Let's just use that. Let's just walk down that road. Mm-hmm. I know the chief of police went to talk to Joey about it, but what if that was one of Joey's businesses?
Right.
He would have seen Jacob coming a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
Even even if the person that's doing it is from out of town, Joey is the head honcho in DC. He would have to come out of respect. He would have to come to Joey. Either they're going to be allies or they're going to be enemies. But either way, he would have a run-in with Joey. You know what I'm saying? That's like if somebody new come to town. I know y'all hate this, but they're going to be cool with Sonny or they're going to be enemies with Sonny. But Sonny, they're going to have some sort of interaction with Sonny.
Right.
If Isaiah was one of the undercover, it would have made sense. It would have made sense if they would have brought Isaiah in and put him undercover. You're absolutely correct. Because even though Isaiah grew up there too, he's been gone. And when Isaiah was there, he was a bad boy. He got in trouble. Joey is his mentor. You're right. That would have made more sense for them to say, hey, Isaiah, can you do us a solid?
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Right, and that's the other thing too. The smaller criminals might recognize Jacob. He probably arrested some of them asses. I mean, you know what I mean? I know we have to suspend reality sometimes, but it's like they're not even trying. Because some of this stuff I wouldn't nitpick about if they were like immediately, like if he came home and immediately told Naomi, hey, I'm going deep undercover. I got to pack a bag. I'm going to be gone for a couple of months. I'll check in when I can. I love you. If every time we saw him meeting with somebody, it was like in a corner, it was in an alley, like, but it's like they're not even trying. Like, you got him sitting with the chief of police at Orphy Jeans. The fuck? But anyway, the last thing I have in my notes is this cotillion situation. Samantha needs a date. And I thought this was the only reason why I'm bringing it up is because I thought that shit was funny when Vanessa was like, oh, wait a minute, I got somebody, baby. And Nicole was like, no. She was like, you really thought I was going to use one of my escorts? Baby, that shit was funny to me. Nicole said, no, we good. We good.
We hunno.
But she was talking about her son. And the only other reason I bring it up is because now, Vanessa, you care about your daughter. Now you want to see your daughter? Talk about something. I hope he brings whatever his sister's name is. I hope he brings her home.
What is the girl's name?
We don't, the lost twin.
What the fuck is her name?
Nobody knows because nobody cares.
Deanna.
Child.
We ain't. Oh, if y'all don't help let us meet that girl at some point.
Yeah, that's right, because we still ain't met the other brother. They have a whole nother brother we haven't even met yet. But I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll bring her home now. I don't know. But he's going to be Samantha's escort. And it's just funny that Vanessa brought her up, right? Vanessa was like, Vanessa asked said,
I don't think the girl like her mama.
Vanessa said, she don't want to come home ever since Doug. She wasn't home before Doug died. We ain't seen them kids. And they only an hour away. Like literally, Isaiah works at Banneker and his ass is every day. We see him every day.
So have you noticed in certain scenes, they have Banneker apparel in the scenes? Like Nicole's office has a Banneker pillow.
Nicole's office,
Somebody else. I think Ted's office has a Banneker, something.
Banneker. They've definitely
has Banneker.
Yeah,
I like how they're doing that. And it's BU. I was like, oh, that is so cute. BU HU.
Yeah, or Bowie. We have Bowie State here in Maryland.
Yeah. I thought that's cute.
It is cute. That's pretty much all I have in my notes. Did I forget anything? I did write Mona and Randy down. We kind of touched on that.
I don't understand where we're going with that, and I
don't know where we're going with that either. But I did touch on that. Anything else, y'all, that we didn't bring up or that y'all remember that we should have talked about or we need to touch on? But that's all. That's all I have in my notes.
Yeah, I think that's all I got.
Well, while y'all think about it, let me remind y'all that we getting on this cruise. We're getting on this cruise now. I'm trying to talk JB into it. He said he's gonna try to see if he can make it work. But JB, you would have a good time. So it's next February. It's Valentine's Day / Super Bowl weekend next February. February 11th through the 15th of 2027. The room rates for interior room is $892. Ocean view is $1,008.86, and balconies are $1,386. Now listen, that's for double occupancy. So if you find you a roommate, that price is in half. So if you get an interior room and you find your roommate, we're talking about $450. Okay, $450. But if you going by yourself, there are single rates available. When you call the book, just tell them that you're booking a single room, and they will give you that rate. It'll be a little bit cheaper because they'll take off taxes and stuff. They take off some of the taxes and stuff, so it's a little bit cheaper. That rate is locked until March the 16th. Now you can still book after March the 16th if you need to figure some things out or you need to get your money together. You can still book, but the rates might change. So that rate is locked in. So if you decide you guys want to go, which I definitely want to see all of y'all there, call that number, the 1-800 number right there, 465-3595. Get that group number. You need the group number, which is 9923946. The group is called Tribe Bowl 2.0. And listen, I will see y'all there. Please, I would let me. And if you have any more questions, just call me. I mean, you'll hit me up on Instagram. Let me know. But it's Royal Caribbean Freedom of the Seas. It's Miami, and leaving out of Miami, we're going to Haiti. A lot of people have asked about Haiti. Listen, Royal Caribbean none of the cruise lines have been to Haiti for like the last 2 years. So they're trying to see if they can go back to Haiti. If for whatever reason they need to change the itinerary, they will let us know before the final payment is due. Oh, the deposit is $200 and the final payment is November. We will know before November, and everything is fully refundable. So if they change the itinerary and we end up going to, I think, Grand Cayman, Grand Turk, or the Dominican are the three options. If they cancel Haiti, those are the three options. We will know before your final payment is due. You might say, look, I don't want to go to Grand Turk. I've been to Grand Turk 20 times. You can get your full refund back because we'll know before the trip leaves. We should know. I can't 100% guarantee that. I can 99% guarantee that. But yeah, y'all. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Okay. And yes, we're trying to get JB.
I just don't want to be like Angie on Salt Lake City because that's my fear. You remember how
Well,
sick
listen,
she was?
there are a lot of things for motion sickness. You have the patches you can put on the back of your ear. You have the bracelets that you can wear, and then they have the pills you can take. They have non-drowsy, was it Dramamine? They have the
Exactly.
non-drowsy. My suggestion to you is this: if you are nervous about it, again, it's nothing I can do until we would get on the ship. But my suggestion is you would take a Dramamine before you even get on the ship. Make sure you eat before you drink anything, before you do anything. As soon as you get on the ship, the windjammer is going to be open with where the food is. The windjammer is going to be open. My suggestion is as soon as you get on the ship, you got to do your little muster station, check in, and then go straight upstairs, get you some food before you put any liquor in your body. Take you a pill before you get on the ship. If you are nervous about seasickness, that is my suggestion. And then you can wear the little patch. El Teddy wore a patch every day, and you put it right behind your ear. You put it right here behind your ear. And then they have the wristbands.
Okay.
So they're options. They're options.
Okay. I'm thinking about y'all.
Okay, well, keep us in mind. Let me know.
Listen.
Okay, you said what about Carlton telling Nicole that he saw the play, but you can enjoy it? Yeah, Carlton did a good job. He definitely played it well. He did a good job. C bands. Okay, yeah, C bands. He definitely. I thought he did a good job with that. I mean, again, the advice came from Ashley, but it wasn't bad advice. I mean,
yeah, it came from Ashley. That's why that's why I was like, yeah, I know y'all. We don't care for Ashley, but she wasn't wrong.
She was not wrong.
Like it's just that it just came from Ashley of all people. You know, it's so funny when you think about Ashley's on TV. We don't like Ashley on TV. That is a name that we do not like.
You know, we don't like Ashley's over here, do we?
Ashley on here, football head on Potomac.
Baby. And she really
It's delusional.
She really thinks she be eating. Oh
no! So I saw some. She was doing an interview with one of those blogs, and they asked her like who on the cast. I'm paraphrasing, but it was like who is that? You know who is basically like the big person this season. And she said, well, not to toot my own horn, but it's me. I was like, girl, you ain't gave us shit this season. So what are you talking? Like, she really thinks she really, and to the fans, I know everybody thought that line about the one social security number 8, it really didn't, you guys. If you guys think about it, Wendy is not being accused of identity fraud. It's insurance fraud. But hey, who am I?
Baby. And that's the other thing too. Ashley be doing too much. Like, again, I get it, girl. You desperate to hold on to this check, so you realize that you got to be the shit stirrer. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the shit stirrer. But boo, go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere.
Please do and go away,
baby. Well, with that being said, you guys, JB, what you got going on, boo?
So I'm gonna get off of here and we're gonna record Love After Lockup, and then I'm gonna review the documentary of America's Next Top Model. I got some things to say about that.
And I can't wait until the E's version comes out next month. Because baby, they said that now that's where it's gonna get real nasty.
Oh, really?
And I can't wait till that, because let me be clear. I feel like in my review, I put all of it on Tyra. I feel well, not only that, I didn't put all of it on Tyra when it came to like what happened to Shandy or whatever. But what I will say is the Jays, yeah, they were nasty too. Yeah, they were chatty, like, right. They did all of the things too. But I think the reason why everybody is piling on Tyra is because, again, the buck stops at the time. Like, that's where it happens.
Because she was the face.
You are the face of it. You are the executive producer, and you are quick to say it's your show when you want the credit. But then when it's the negative, then it was, I didn't do that part. I didn't do that part, And I think that the Jays took some accountability, not all, obviously.
Not all.
Not all. They definitely didn't. But I think they took some accountability to say, yeah, that was wrong. That was some wrong. That was wrong. And I think I feel like that's what people wanted from Tyra. They just wanted some accountability. And some people feel like she gave enough. Some people feel like she gave enough. No, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh. I mean, you didn't see Sherry Shepherd crying, defending Tyra Banks, child.
I saw it came up on my timeline and I scrolled right past it. She thought she gave. Okay, really,
girl.
did I miss it? Because I must have missed it. Because when anytime Tyra had that
And I
stoic
think that's
ass
it
face,
too. See, Golden, that's it too, because she made it seem like she was trying to expose the industry and change the industry. And I get it. I understand
what I
everybody. I understand everybody has a boss and it's reality TV and yada 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 yada. But I feel like and I keep using the example of Takara. You bring on the plus size model, but then you don't accommodate the fact that you have a plus size model.
and Whitney.
Like, why do you bring on a plus size model and then you don't make sure that they have their clothes that fit them? And I'm not talking about when they go to the designers, because you can't control what the designers do, but you can control what your photo shoots do. Takara should have never went to a photo shoot for the show and they didn't have clothes to fit her.
Right.
That's crazy. But anyway, you do your review. I'm sorry, I don't even want to go there. So JB, you're doing that, okay?
And then y'all know Potomac Part 2 of the reunion is tomorrow, and then Baddies. And I'm gonna get back to Married to Medicine at some point. I just don't know when, but we'll get back to Married to Medicine.
Well, there it is. You guys know with me. So today I don't know what y'all are gonna get today. I did watch Bell Collective last night, so I will do Bell Collective in the next 48 hours. So let me say, in the next 48 hours, this is what's gonna happen. I can't say when, but between now and tomorrow before Potomac comes on, I will do Bell Collective. Beverly Hills, I think I might just wait till Thursday and do a double episode, because honestly, 2 episodes really still takes me about the same amount of time as 1 episode. So I may just double up on that. At some point this weekend, El Teddy, Ebby, and I are going to probably do Chasing. I got to check my group text and find out when we're doing the scene panel. I don't know. Because when they changed it to Thursday, I think we had to change when we're doing a review, and I don't remember when we said it.
I couldn't even. I text Scotty about that because I was like, there was no way. I'm like, I could not watch that.
Yeah, it was heavy. It was a heavy episode. And then there's something else. Oh, RuPaul. They're in the group chat right now talking about RuPaul, so I'll let y'all know. It's not gonna be on my channel. It'll probably, I don't know whose channel it's gonna be on. And I know I haven't talked about Traitors. I honestly have not watched the last 2 episodes, so
it ain't worked.
I heard last week's episode was boring, and this is how I know, because I can't open up my TikTok and nobody's talking about Traitors. Like the first couple of weeks, every time Traitors, it was my TikTok, and nobody's talking about Traitors. So
last week was a boring episode. This week's episode, the worst episode this season.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to watch them so I can at least finish it up.
I don't know if you want to watch this one from this Thursday. It's bad.
Oh God. Okay.
It's horrible.
All right. Well, that's what I have going on. Yeah, that's what I have going on.
Yeah, that one was horrible. Like, it's the worst. Like, when I say it's the worst episode, it literally is the worst episode in my personal opinion, because they had it, but they let it go.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what we have going on, you guys. Listen, and I do think I'm going to be there. I just got a text while we were live with some information. I may have something to talk about. It's a lawsuit I may be talking about. But I'll talk to y'all later.
Lawsuit.
Yeah. I'll tell you. Look, I can't say it publicly yet, but I'll tell you.
Okay.
All right, y'all. I'm out.
Bye, y'all.